Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Backpack Trader Training Room for Thursday, January 23rd, 2025. Please note the required risk disclosure. This room is for educational and information purposes only. It is not individual financial advice. Trading of this type carries substantial risks and should only be attempted with funds you can afford to do without. All right. We do have a crude oil inventory session this morning at 11 o'clock. So we'll set the disclosure aside. Crude is in a long trade. It was a get in sync, and you had a couple of chances to get in sync. Initial get in sync was right out of start time, 30 seconds after. And came back down through and now come back up again. So 3 different chances to get in. Unleaded, just a few minutes ago, picked up a long trade, 922.06. Money management at 1070. Target 2 at 1104. Get in sync short on the YM. And a get in sync short on soybeans. Pound Aussie is flat. We have a get in sync short on micro Russell. So all kind of possibilities for market open at 9:30 Eastern. Micro Russell and the YM both 8:30 Central Time exchange, 8:30 exchange time starts, which is Central Time US, so that is 9:30 Eastern. As is soybeans. Please do say hello in the chat. And now it's just a waiting game. Crude working right in among the moving averages, just below them actually right now. Unleaded just a bit above the moving averages. 1 minute to market open. Once again, we do have a crude oil inventory session. Inventory report comes out at 11 this morning. 24.5 hours later than usual this week because of the Monday holiday. Ten seconds. Micro Russell very close. And in time, Micro Russell probably a chance to get in that if you were ready, if you were prepared. Soybeans touched the entry along, and now it's back, so definitely in the trade. Long on soybeans, long on crude, long on and unleaded hits money management, as does soybeans. Soybeans picks up a target 1. Soybeans will be a 1 and done this morning. YM triggers in the short. Micro Russell, that's a break even, and we transition to long. Not a stop and reverse, but a long trade subsequent to the short. That one is a break even. That's going to be an intra-bar break even. And a target on crude. Target 1 on crude, stop comes to 58. Target 1 traders successful on unleaded. Looking for target 2 there. Stop at 1027. Winner targets 3 and 4 on the micro Russ. Actually, no, that was an intra-bar break-in. Unfortunately, or intra-bar break-even stop out. Calculator doesn't move the stop until the close of the bar. Target 2 on soybeans. Pick up 6 and 10. Looking for target 3. Oh, excuse me. That was a break-even stop out, so we get 6 plus 3. We get a total of 9 ticks, and that completes the session. I missed it coming back there. Crude and unleaded in long trades. Micro Russell was a break-even stop out. Soybeans is done, so I'm going to move unleaded over there so we can watch. We are at our start time for micro NQ. And that's a no trade there. Spikes through to the entry right at our start time and pulls immediately back. So that one's a no trade. Full stop out on the YM. There's no trade on the micro NQ. And touched the entry, then touched the stop, and came back up to the entry again. So that's not a valid trade. No trades on the pound Aussie. Not since early this morning, at 1 o'clock, 1 to 1:30. 2 break evens on the micro Russell. reaching for target 2. $17 for target 1, $27 for target 2, 44 tick net if we get there. 1 tick, and there it is, target 2. So 9 a.m. crude session is a win, 44 ticks. Unleaded. Target 1 traders are going to have a POQ trade. Target 2 working on it. New session high. Target 2 is at 1104. Target 1 traders picked up 50 on target. Target 2 is 78 ticks. And there's a long trade on the YM. That did trigger in. $33 tick target 1, so that's definitely where we're going. Loss on trade number 1 was 41 tick risk, so we're 82 ticks negative. Crude pulling back right off of its session high at 75.87 is the session high, reached 86. Unleaded pushing to new session highs. YM pushing to new session highs as well. Unleaded and crude pulling back just slightly from session highs. We do have a minor complication for the crude inventory report. President Trump is speaking to the World Economic Forum via satellite at 11 o'clock also. That's labeled as a red label news item. And then crude going up through the session high. New session high for crude, new session high for unleaded as well. YM back to its entry point. Got within 3 ticks of target on unleaded. YM pushing higher. Six ticks for money management. Right. New short on Micro Russell, and that is a full stop out. So we have 2 break-evens and a full stop. 2 break-evens and a loss. YM with a short trade. If they stop and reverse. That would be at 24. So still in the long. Stop and reverse adjustment, keeping us in the long on the YM. One tick away from target 2. That is definitely, that's a POQ. If we come back to the stop, actually I'd push my target position up to target 1 at least now. Coming within 1. If it comes back up there, I'm going to close that position. I'm not going to argue over 1 tick. Long trade on the Micro Russell. 1 tick move for money management. Give us our 14 tick minimum. Okay, I would have had my target position coming off at target 1, 1076. So both target 1 and target 2 trades get 50 on target. Trailer is at 1054, and this will be a power quitting trade for target 1 and target 2 traders. Stop and reverse trade stopped out, so that it takes it off the table. So and there we go through target 1. So YM pushes through. Stop now at 54. 454. Second full stop out on the micro Russell. Now we have a short trade. 2 break evens, 2 full stop, 2 full losses. Down a tick, our minimum 14. Money management on the micro Russell. Nothing new on the micro NQ. Micro Russell and micro NQ both on the catapult strategy. YM is done. Getting target 1 and then stop out at 54. And a third of break even on the micro Russell. And unleaded stops out at 1067. And at 50 and 43. 93 ticks. Targets 1 or target 2 because of the coming within 1 tick. Actually, no, it only came. It was in 2 ticks. So yeah, I would have. That's just a partial. Oh, that's a big partial. 43 tick partial for target 2 traders. Missed target by 2 ticks. Well, that actually is not. Well, yeah, that's not going to be a power of quitting strictly by the rules. Within 2 ticks of a 78 tick target, I would have been inclined to still pull my position stop up to 50, to the 50 ticks at 107.6, I believe it was. Yeah, 107.6. So, excuse me, 41 ticks on the trailer, 91 for target 1, 82 for target 2, even though it's just a partial. One trade remaining on the micro Russell. Four trades remaining on the micro NQ. We've got 2 break even, or no, is it 1 or 2? No, we've had no trades on the micro NQ, excuse me. So we've got all 6 trades remaining. At least 3. Still a blank slate. Micro NQ. Trade number 6, possibly on the micro Russell, short. Looks like we touched the entry and the stop, so that's a no trade. We touched the entry before we could set it up. And then it goes up and touches the stop. So that's going to be a no trade. Given where that is, right? 230102 roughly, 2319 for the entry, 2301.9. lot happening now. Crude is done. The YM is done. Soybeans was done. Unleaded looking for a new trade, strictly by the trade plan. We're plus 82. Short trade setup on micro NQ. Michael Russell would have been a winner. And micro NQ taking heat. Newton long trade on the unleaded chart. $1127 for the entry. Pulling back, so we definitely have a chance to get in that. We'll look for 1204 for target. Money management at 1172. Micro NQ avoiding the stop on the short trade. And back down close to the entry. And pushing back upward. We got another hour before the crude oil inventory report. Nothing on the pound Aussie. Just missing the stop on the micro NQ. Now back down below the entry. So in positive ground again. Micro Russell and the micro IM are in the YM both pushing downward. Money management on the micro NQ and a short trade on the micro Russell. That has triggered in. This is the final trade. And taking a full stop out. That's unfortunate. That ends the session on the micro Russell. 3 break-evens and 3 losses. Through to the session high of 75.97. We can take 10 a.m. mini session today because we don't have the inventory report till 11. Long on unleaded, short in the micro NQ. Crude is actually flat. System is tracking it. The last long trade, we were done at target 2. Didn't trigger into the stop and reverse. Soybeans, YM, 9 a.m. crude. All successful. Micro Russell's losing session. Those All those four are done. 10 a.m. crude is flat. Unleaded is long. Micro NQ is short. And pound Aussie is flat. Those four are actives right now. And that looks like we got a flat. Is that what we got to? Yep. We did hit the break-even stop on the micro NQ, so that gives us a break-even on trade one. Looking for the next trade. So micro NQ is now flat. 3 of our 4 charts, 4 active charts, are flat at the moment. Only the unleaded chart is in a trade. Long setup, still valid. Didn't trigger it before going to the stop, so the trade is still valid until we get a crossover. Cat lines are currently still green. Still status quo. Pound Aussie, or unleaded is our only long trade. Pound Aussie is still flat. No trades this morning. And the micro NQ trade triggers in. We'll have to track this manually. Calculator won't track because it hit both stop and target, or stop and entry on the same bar. But we were watching and it didn't. It hit the stop before coming back up to hit the entry, so it's a valid trade. Trade number 2. Crude with a new high at 77 or 75.99. $76 mark, definitely providing some resistance overhead. Possible short. On crude. Crude is still flat. Pound Aussie is still flat. Micro NQ is long. And unleaded is long. If you haven't entered a trade by 10:30 on crude, I'm going to pause that and put an end to that session. Don't want to get into a trade a half hour before the crude inventory report comes out. All right, things moving pretty much sideways right now. All right, micro NQ taking heat. Soybeans right at the entry again. Or not soybeans, unleaded. No, it pulled back. It got to the entry and then pulled back. And micro NQ stops out for full loss. It's a break even and a loss. Crude still flat. Short trade is still valid at 84. We can go till about 10:45. One more close above the balance line will cancel the crude short. Unleaded just kind of bouncing along right along the 20 simple moving average. YM with another full stop out and reversing the short. We're not trading that. That trade plan is complete. Not much going on. There's a new long trade on the micro NQ. Possible stop and reverse to short. 0.95. trade is still valid, but we're about to get a crossover. So that will count. The trade, long trade is valid on micro NQ, but this crossover should set up a short trade and cancel the long. All right, we did trigger into the short. Crude is short. Unleaded is still long. All right. And we're half an hour out from the crude oil inventory report now. Unfortunately, we just triggered into a short. That's all right. Let's see if this goes anywhere. And there is money management and target. I'm sorry, there's money management. And I got those backwards. We should be looking ahead. No, I got them right. That should be here. No, I did have it wrong. That should be right there. So we've got money management and a break-even stop out. So that ends that trade at break-even. And I would say that will be enough. That don't try to pick up another one. All right, we did. Now let's see, did we? Yep, we did get a crossover that canceled the trade, but we never got a down bar to set up a new trade. So micro NQ is still flat, and we triggered. Well, no, we didn't. The stop and reverse short got canceled. Because it hit its stop. Okay. So we're actually back still in the long. Even the calculator is tracking the short. That's interesting. No, we hit the stop. I don't understand all I'm seeing there. That shouldn't be a stop and reverse. We should be still in the long. Okay, long trade on the micro NQ, and that hits money management. Well, no, it didn't hit money management quite yet, but it's close. Now it's at money management. 913.5. So, at least according to that looks like an issue with the calculator. I would call unleaded still long. Is that the second close below the balance line? So that was a cancel, not a shift too short. And it says that the calculator thinks it's trailing the short trade now. All right. In about 5 minutes, we'll call this a session, and I'll close down this stream, get my setup ready for the inventory report, and I'll open a new stream about 5. Try to open up about 5 minutes till 11. Not much movement. Stop on the pound. I keep wanting to call unleaded pound Aussie. Pound Aussie's still flat. Nothing doing there. Unleaded. Even though the calculator says we're in a short trade, I would say we're still in the long. The stop hiding just below the 50 EMA, and so far we're still in it. Long micro NQ. Flat on crude, but we are done with it. Not going to take an additional trade before the inventory report. Oh, actually, yeah, that wasn't a cancel. So we've had to close above the balance line. So yeah, that should have been a trigger. That should have been a trigger. At 95 and 94. And we definitely got below 84. So. Yeah, target 1 was 10 tick minimum. Target 2 would have been 20, which we did get. That was my mistake. Calculator looked weird because it should have given me another down indicator there. And then would have stopped out. At 93. So that would end what I would do on the unleaded. Not going to take this short on crude. And time to call it a morning. We're still in this long on the micro NQ. Unleaded is flat. Small loss on the stop and reverse. And then a break even. So still positive after a big partial on target 2. Actually, no, it was a break even, but we did get target 2 for 20 ticks. Not much of a target 2. Well, we got another 21 ticks on top of our 82. So 100 ticks on 2. 100 ticks positive. 103. And we went 27 to 94, 33, yeah, 33, 66, 66 tick loss. So we're almost 40 ticks positive. That will be a wrap for today. Put the unleaded chart back where it belongs before I close this. And forget about it. All right, see you back in about about 8 minutes. Talk to you shortly.